So we're moving on to lesson 2.5, which is all about understanding the sports and entertainment product. So your learning objective for today is to understand what makes sports and entertainment products unique. So sports products. Products are tangible, physical goods, as well as services and ideas. Intangible means that the products are capable of being physically touched. Then specifically, sports products are the goods and services designed to provide benefits to a sports spectator, participant, or a sponsor. And on the next slide, I have some examples. So some examples of the sports product specifically is like licensed merchandise. So an example of that is like a Houston Rockets hat. Participations, that's like having tickets to go to a Braves game. Equipment and apparel, so that's like a Louisville Slugger baseball bat. Promotional items, that could be a bobblehead giveaway that the Brewers do, or some sort of different promotional item. Sports facilities, so like the Verizon Center Arena in Washington, D.C. Marketing research is a type of sports product. An example of that is a report on participation levels of soccer in the United States provided by the American Sports Data Research Firm. And then another sports product is like marketing or management services. So an example of this is services provided by Octagon Consulting Group, such as such as competitive analysis and sponsorship evaluations. So all of those are sports products, even if you don't necessarily think of them as the sport product. For example, market research is kind of a difficult one to think of as a product. Even the facility wouldn't necessarily think of as being a sport product, but it is. So here are all of the examples then that I kind of gave before. So you have your Houston Rockets hat, you have a bobblehead, the Octagon data, the like being able to order tickets online and go into a game, the Louisville Slugger baseball bat. So all of those are different examples of a sports product. On the flip side then, you also have entertainment products, and several segments of the entertainment industry rise to the top as predominant money makers, and those predominant money makers include film and cinema, television, music, so that could be recorded music as well as concerts and shows, the radio, video games, theme parks, as well as publications. And publications are considered newspapers, magazines, books, so any sort of written form of published material. So it could even be an online magazine would be considered published work as well. So the unique nature of sports and entertainment products, there are two specific characteristics when it comes to services that make them unique. So sports and entertainment products often share common characteristics of services, and those are that services are perishable as well as being services are intangible. So what do those two things mean? Well, perishability is the ability or need to store or inventory a product. So basically what that is saying is that think of like canned goods are non-perishable items, so it's harder for them to go bad or lose their value. So perishability is how the value is lost, I guess, is a way of explaining that. So many sport and entertainment products are perishable. So basically, once a game or event has already taken place, they no longer carry a value. And that is according to data from Ticketmaster according to Mullen, Sutton, and Hardy, in sports marketing, no marketer can sell a seat to yesterday's game, yesterday's concert, or yesterday's ski lift ticket. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense when it comes to the perishability. Like once the game has started and has gone on and they've finished and there's an outcome, that game has lost its value, so it is very perishable. According to data from Ticketmaster, over 50 million tickets to sporting events went unsold last year. That represents roughly $900 million in lost or uncaptured revenue. So again, there's that perishability. So once those tickets aren't sold, they're not able to go to that game. They're not able to use that. So the value is lessened or lowered. And perishability can also apply to playing careers, which impacts product quality. The Dallas Mavericks owner, Mark Cuban, said in a recent interview, I wrote a blog post a few years back saying that NHL players lost more than $1 billion in wages for their missed season. It could be more than that if the NFL walks out. The players can't ever get their money back. Their playing time is perishable. The second then part of that is intangible. Services are intangible. So intangible product attributes are like the unobservable characteristics which a physical good possesses, such as the style, quality, strength, or beauty. So remember that tangible is like stuff that you can touch. You can't physically touch beauty. You can't physically touch strength or the quality. I guess you can feel the quality, but that's not really what that's saying. So it's all of the things that you can't actually physically touch. So some examples of that then is like copyrights, logos, graphics, and trademarks. Those are all considered intangibles. Even tangible items such as a soccer ball or music CDs have less significance than the feelings or emotion that the activity itself reveals. So some examples of intangible product attributes would be like the exhilaration we get from running our best marathon, the thrill of winning a competition, the satisfaction of scoring well on a challenging golf course, the pride we feel when teams we support win, the emotional attachment fans invest in their affiliation with a favorite team, the connection fans feel with other fans, whether they know them or not, supporting the same players or teams. So all of those, so emotions are another good example of intangible product attributes. All right, so then the importance of having a quality product when it comes to the unique nature of sports entertainment products. Even the best marketers and salespeople in the world can't promote or sell an undesirable product. No matter how much effort an organization puts into its marketing, promotion, and sales efforts, they will face challenges generating and sustaining interest in the products. They don't offer the consumers and fans a quality product. So a good example of this is Vince McMahon, who is the founder of WWE, infamously launched a professional football league, the XFL, in 2001 with the grandiose plans of competing with the NFL. In its initial stages, thanks to a very successful marketing campaign, the league enjoyed outstanding ticket sales, sponsorship sales, and television ratings. Fans, however, quickly discovered the product on the field was severely lacking, and the league was forced to close its doors after just one very lackluster season. Those initial TV ratings tell you they had superior promotion, said Stephen Greiser, a Harvard Business School professor who co-authored a Harvard Business Review study on the XFL and still highlights the XFL as a case study in the Business of Sports course in an interview with the Sports Business Journal. They did not just they just did not put as much emphasis on building the product as they did on building the hype. So no matter how much marketing you do, you still need that good, solid base product. Otherwise, your consumers will not be interested even after all of the